Well, howdy there, amateur artist Mark D. Chandler, out here once again for ManLand. Hey, that Stanley Worldwide Adventure Tour is finally underway. Yeah, there was a slight delay. Oh, but it was a good one. It was well worth it. You see, Fat Man Tolly contacted me and said, hey, I've got a leather journal that I'd like to include. I said, cool, man. A leather journal, that beats that little cheap paper thing I got from the dollar store. So I waited for it to arrive, and it did. And now that it is included in the pack, it is now on its way to Navigating Nature. That's right, Navigating Nature. He's a good old boy who dropped the .com. I kind of got used to saying that. I'm just out here in my tinny type of shoes instead of the boots. Everything is soaking wet. But anyway, y'all, that's not what this video is about. Oh no. Let's get to the meat of the video. There's a dead limb that goes from the tree to out here. And no, it's not about the Uncle Redneck Whopper Chopper. Hassan Chop! You're not supposed to do this. You know, stick your knife in the ground. I never did obey the rules. Yeah. That's why I choppy the limb, to give me a place to hang my backpack. Oh, and by the way, like my good friend Bill Gowdy says, time to get the priorities right. Ooh, yes sir. You know that I say that every time I come out here, and y'all don't usually hear it a lot. I edit the thing a lot. All I did so far was get the backpack hung up and the little camera stand on the tree. But that's not what this is about. Well, what this is about a fellow by the name of Mike Delucia. I believe it's pronounced Delucia. Might be Mike Delucia. But anyway, Mikey D is what they normally call him out there in the world. Yes, old Mike, he got out there and he got himself a 300 subscriber appreciation. And Mike, here's my video entry just to show you how much I appreciate you, bud. Yes, sir. But not just you alone, because there's another fellow YouTubian out there that also inspired me to do this. He goes by the name of Kullcraven Bushcraft. Yes, Kullcraven Bushcraft. But I'll get to him in just a minute. Right now, Mike asked us to get outdoors and do something. He said, I don't care what, just get out there and do something. So if you don't mind, Mike, I'm going to do something. Well, in this video reply thing, I was going through there and checking out some of the other VRs that were done for old Mike. And, well, you guys and gals out there probably know these two famous individuals. They go by the names of Michelle and Dish. You know, Michelle Just Playing. The two Jammy Time girls. Oh. Well, I happened to come across their VRs and, well, Mike, dude, I was going to come out here and do something just kind of crazy and silly. Just something to make people laugh. But after watching their video, I can't top that, and I'm not even gonna try. So I decided to make this kind of a more serious note, just because I don't have the balls. Well, it was Kullcraven Bushcraft that kind of inspired me to do this, Mike. I mean, well, you wanted us to go out there and do something out in the woods or outside. And but it was Kullcraven that caused me to come out here and do this. So I decided, well, I'll just tie the two people into one video. And what it was is that I had given him a challenge. It's called the Egg Challenge. In other words, cook an egg outdoors. Well, I had a few others also do that for me. And then it was recently that Kullcraven sent me a message saying that he had finally done his. Now, what was unique and honest to goodness about this one, I mean, all videos were good. Now, this is not a contest by any means. The fact that unbeknownst to me, that was his very first cooking experience, okay? Cooking some eggs in a tin can. Wow, little did I know. And just to see and hear his enthusiasm out there when he was cooking those eggs in that tin can on top of the snow. Well, no, there's nothing special about boiling 2 eggs in a tin can, no. But his enthusiasm was so touching. I mean, he was reliving his childhood all over again. And that inspired me. It got me to thinking my very first outdoor cooking adventure ever in my lifetime that I can remember was with my dad. And I don't remember too much about it. I know that was the first time I had went camping, and the very first meal we had cooked was tamales in a can. And I don't remember if we had a cast iron skillet. I don't remember really the tent setup we had. There was someone else with us. I believe it may have been my uncle, my mother's brother. But all I remember was my dad allowed me to cook those tamales. Well, I say cook, all we did was heat them up. But to me, that was a big deal back then. I mean, a very big deal. And so I decided, in honor of Mike Delucia and Kullcraven Bushcraft, if y'all would not mind, I'd like to cook some tamales out here in the sticks. Well, heat some up anyway. I decided on this one here. I've not really used this pot right here. This is the Stand Sport stainless steel mess kit, but I'm gonna use this pot to cook in. And if you see my reviews, it has a fry pan attached to it, and it has a plate. Y'all excuse the water, it's not raining out here just at the moment. I washed this out before I actually packed it. We're going to set the plate to the side, and we're going to use this little small kettle inside that has a bell handle. And the one thing that I did not like about this kit is the fact that the bell handle flops down when it's in the sitting down position. That's not good for my little setup. See what I mean? So, my limited knowledge and fantastic ingenuity, I created something called the S-hook. And all it does is it slides down in between the handle, that section there. I hope that's not too close, but that prevents it from falling over. Now it sits on top like it's supposed to. No worries, mate. Everything out here is soaked. We're just grabbing a wet stick. I'm gonna dip it down in that hybrid fuel mixture. Hit it till it lights. Yep, and if I remember correctly, it was Kelly tamales that we cooked. Kelly's brand, beef tamales that we cooked. I don't have any at the store, so I grabbed some Hormel, which I'm sure will be just as good. This is beef in chili sauce. But in honor of Donnie, we're going to use the can opener that he sent me. This right here is the U.S. Shelby Company. And if I'm not mistaken, I always get this wrong. I carry a P38 in my wallet. This is a P52, I believe. And I mean, this thing here works wonders. I mean, it zips through that can. Mine's all small, rusted, and used up. Oh, it's coming, it's coming. She's coming, she's coming. Oh, Lord. That's it? Hey, dude, we need to work on that. Okay. You can do it, you can do it, you can do it. Yes, there's 2. 3, 4, 5. Man, I ain't gonna be able to eat all that. Good grief. Seems to me I remember these things being bigger when I was a little kid. Put that lid on there. If I squeeze it down, it compacts it. Boy, that thing's itty bitty. What I thought about this, it was kind of neat. It reminded me so much of the Boy Scouts little aluminum mess kits they used to have. And this is actually a very good supplement to that because it's stainless steel. Now there's my skillet. I have used this thing over and over again. That's why it's burnt inside of it. That copper coating, like you see there, when it was bright and shiny. If you remember the video, I did a review. That stuff doesn't last long at all. It just completely gone. But yeah, I do remember myself and my dad out there at that young age. And it's a funny thing, I don't remember too much more about other than how I was able to cook, or I thought I was cooking, the tamales in that fry pan, and Dad complimenting me on how great it tastes. And I don't remember what we ate with it. I don't remember anything else that we put in there. It may have been hot dogs, it could have been marshmallows, I don't remember. But I do remember those tamales that were wrapped in paper. And for some reason, I want to say that the name brand was Kelly's. Those little cutting boards you get at the dollar store make a good seating pad so you don't get your rear end wet. That's right. You gotta think. I've actually got some plastic that I usually bring along with me, and the piece that I had, I kind of sent it to navigate in nature with the Stanley. I hope he don't think it's just a piece of foam that he can throw away. He's supposed to use it too. Them tamales smelling good. Let's get this thing plated up. Brought me some crackers along with me. For some reason I seem to think that we did eat crackers, but I'm not sure if they were saltines or Ritz crackers. Heck, it might have been just light bread. I remember my dad being a fan of that, a huge fan of light bread. That worked out just right. Woohoo! Got some heat going on. Ha ha ha. Instead of using the plate for the mess kit, I'm going to use the actual fry pan. Now, I can get to it. Oh man, I forgot the hot sauce. Put a little bit of that juice in there. Saltines away. Had a little runaway there. And there you go. Tamales and chili sauce with some saltine crackers. Now I really don't know how I'm going to do this, holding the camera with one hand and the plate in the other. Really don't need no seasonings. Pretty good on its own. Now, let's see how this tastes. Hot, hot, hot. Needs a little hot sauce. Well, there you go. I'm gonna turn this camera off, finish eating this thing here up. Mike, I hope that this works for you, man. This little quick outing here. And the Kullcraven Bushcraft, let you know how much you inspired me, man. This ain't really no cooking show, but it is the very first meal that I can remember ever doing at any time, anywhere, cooking for any reason. That's what I remember. And it was a lot of fun doing it again. I mean, it's loads of fun. I just wish my wife could have been here to share this moment with me. No, but she had to go to work. Oh well, more from me. But anyway, this is amateur artist Mark D. Chandler wishing you and y'alls a very happy YouTube experience. And remember this, I never met a healthy tree that didn't have good roots. Sometimes things in a can taste actually better than old Chef Ramsay could have made. Wow.